You know, I understand that it feels like the world is against you. It seems that no matter how hard you try, things keep going wrong. But let me tell you something. Cry. Don't be ashamed of it. Life puts you in tough situations, and every tear is a sign of your ability to feel, to fight. But after shedding all those tears, lift your head and keep moving forward. That's the moment when overcoming begins to take shape. Pain is part of the process, but it's not the final destination. The journey to overcome any challenge doesn't happen overnight. You might think that you've already tried everything, that the effort isn't worth it, but that's where discipline comes in. Every morning, when exhaustion hits, it's your willpower that keeps you standing. It's not about how many times you fall, but how many times you have the courage to get up and keep fighting. And yes, it will be hard. No one said it would be easy, but that's exactly why resilience is what defines those who achieve success. Time is one of the greatest allies of those who persist. Today, the pain feels unbearable, but tomorrow, if you keep going, you'll see that every small step brings you closer to victory. Everything has its time. If you want to transform your life, you need to trust the process. Motivation gets you moving, but consistency on the path leads to transformation. So, cry when you need to, but never give up. Time rewards those who have the courage to wait and work. You know what's funny? Many times, what separates success from failure is a tiny moment, that second when you think about giving up. But it's precisely at that point that you need to keep going. It's at that moment when resilience kicks in. Think of every fall as an opportunity to rise stronger. You'll realize that every stumble is an essential part of your growth. When you face challenges head on, that's where true overcoming happens. And I'm not just talking about big achievements. Sometimes, victory lies in the simplest details, like waking up every day determined to give your best. Discipline isn't an innate skill, it's a daily choice. It's getting up even when everything seems to pull you down. You might not see results immediately, but trust the process. Change happens from the inside out, and it's your determination that will turn each effort into results. Maybe right now you feel like you're carrying the weight of the world on your shoulders. And I won't lie, it's heavy. But that feeling of weight is molding you, preparing you to face whatever comes next. Motivation is the fuel, but without the strength to move forward, it runs out. What will carry you further is that inner flame you fuel every day, even when the world seems to fall apart. That's where true growth happens, when you keep going, even without seeing the end of the road. When you stop and think about the challenges you've already overcome, you realize that pain was an unforgiving, but necessary teacher. It taught you more about who you were than any victory ever could. Every difficulty, every obstacle, was a lesson you needed to learn to become stronger. What you've gone through so far was preparation. Overcoming isn't about ignoring pain, but learning from it. What you do with that pain will define your future. And make no mistake, your discipline will be tested at every moment. The world will offer you excuses, try to convince you it's not worth it, that you should give up. But those are just traps to steer you off course. True strength lies in saying no to those voices and staying firm, focused on your goals. Motivation may come and go, but discipline will keep you on the right path. It's what reminds you every day why you started. You might be tired now, but every step you take is building something much bigger. The strongest people you know, the ones who inspire you, also went through moments of doubt, of weakness. But they didn't give up. They embraced resilience as a way of life. And you can do it too. No matter the size of the challenge, overcoming comes from the belief that, despite everything, you're capable of moving forward. When you're at rock bottom, everything seems darker, heavier. But it's at that moment, in that deep silence, where your true strength reveals itself. Every time you think about stopping, about throwing everything away, remember, this is the final test. Overcoming doesn't come from the easy days, but from the moments when everything is against you. That's when you prove what you're really made of. Keep going, one step at a time, because each movement brings you closer to the change you're looking for. You don't need to see the top of the mountain to know you're climbing. Every little effort, no matter how small, is moving you forward. The road may be long, but you've been through worse, and you know it. Discipline is what will make you continue, even when the destination seems distant. Remember, it's not the days of glory that shape a winner, but the days of struggle. And you're fighting, day after day, without losing sight of your mission. Now, look at everything you've endured. See how much you've grown. The pain you carried isn't the same anymore. It made you stronger, more prepared for what's to come. That's the essence of resilience. You're not the same person who started this journey. You've evolved, and you will keep evolving because giving up was never an option. The transformation has already begun, and you're in control of your future. Now that you know what you need to do, tell me, what's stopping you from acting? You've already learned that overcoming is within your reach, but you need to decide for yourself. Are you ready to leave the pain behind and embrace the transformation? If you want a different life, the first step is to change your attitude today. Discipline is what will ensure that, day by day, you get closer to your goal. The question is, will you stay still or will you start your journey now? Remember, no matter how difficult the road may be, every challenge is an opportunity for growth. It's in chaos that resilience is born. Are you willing to do what it takes to achieve the life you've always wanted? Or are you going to keep waiting for the right moment? Spoiler, the moment is now. There are no more excuses. The change you want depends only on you. So, subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications, and let's continue this journey together. Here, you'll learn to build your own story of overcoming. Are you ready for the next step?